So I finished my mini fast, a 3-day fast after a juice cleanse, and I want to talk about these different ways that I assisted myself in having a really enjoyable fast. The first thing is I got into ketosis straight away using one of the spells out of the Matrix Magic book. What that did is straight off the gate, it turned off my hunger mechanism, and I was already producing ketones, which are the healing benefits you get from fasting from the get-go, which means that it reset my chemistry of my brain and my gut flora. I had no cravings for food, I didn't have any hunger mechanism turned on, and I was able to just really enjoy the benefits of ketosis. It basically puts you into a fat burning state rather than running off carbs, and so it cuts out any kind of carb withdrawals you might have. So I got into keto straight away, which made it 10 times easier to begin with. When I was feeling like, what happens is when you don't consume light or food, I eat raw vegan food, so everything I eat gives me actual energy. I eat for the energy that's in the foods. So it fills my aura with light, and so it fills my chakras with light, and it expands my aura, makes it strong. So when I wasn't consuming the light, I had to find different ways to consume the light because my aura was starting to get a bit weaker and I was getting more psychic attacks. I could feel them. So one of the things I did have is I had a little small amount of Celtic sea salt. I put it under my tongue, and it was like so beautiful. It just felt so nice because when you're in ketosis, it bumps salt out of your system. It basically gets rid of toxins out of your system, but also bumps sodium out as well. So to have a bit of sodium on your fast, it was really great. It made me feel good, and it tasted really light as well. I had a bit of coconut oil. Coconut oil just has a lot of nutrients and minerals in, and again, it's only fat, so it was really like pulling toxins out of my system. It's called oil pulling. It pulls them out of your system. Gave me a little boost of nutrients and minerals, and also a bit of light because it was raw coconut oil, so it had the light in. I went for walks. I was grounded with my walks. I had my grounding shoes on. I had one of each on this time just to try the difference between the steel grounding shoes and the copper grounding shoes. But grounding my energy, connecting back to nature, it was charging me, and it was getting rid of any bad energy that I was getting from the psychic attacks and from my aura being a bit depleted. I was able to recharge through nature. I also held crystals and had crystal rings on. I had all my crystal jewellery on because again, they fill you with light and keep you protected. I looked at these lightful videos that I've got on my socials which have different crystals and holy geometry in, and they actually fill you with light just watching them. So I would watch them and it would fill me with light and give my aura a stronger charge. I also wore gold, which is the colour of the sun, and I wore linen as well, and wearing these things were very lightful materials and colours that charged my aura even further and filled me with more light. So just because you're not consuming the light physically through your mouth, there's other ways you can consume the light, using nature, using crystals, connecting to the sun and absorbing the sun's energy, watching the lightful videos, maybe even listening to some lightful music.